Okay, this is just a quick review of how to do our 5-number summary. This is what we did last week when we found our IQR or interquartile range. Not so worried about the IQR to do my box and whisker plot that we're going to be doing in this Nearpod. I'm more concerned with these 5 numbers. So my minimum, my maximum, and then my 3 quartiles. So before I can find my minimum and my maximum, I need to be able to put my numbers in order from least to greatest. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that here. I've got get my paper set up so you can see both pieces for me here. Okay, so I've got the number 40, I've got 42, 46, 48, 51, 55, 58, 66, 67, 68, and 69. So these are just these numbers listed in order from least to greatest. That has to be my first step because otherwise everybody's going to come out with different quartiles. So my minimum number for this is 40. And my maximum number for this is 69. So those 2 numbers should be really easy. Once I go from least to greatest, I'm going with the first number that I have in my list and the last number that I have in my list. Now I'm going to focus on finding those quartiles. So the second quartile, quartile 2, this is my median. This is the guy that's in the middle. Okay, so to find that quartile 2, I'm going to count. So I see I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 11 numbers. So when I start at my ends and I count my way in and I go 1 number for 1 number here, counting, 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 I end up with that number 55 right smack dab in the middle of my list. So that is my median or my quartile 2. Now I need to find quartile 1 and quartile 3. Remember, this is my lower quartile, my quartile 1. I'm not going to use 55 because 55 was my median. So I'm going to start here and I'm going to count my way in and I end up with 46 as my quartile 1. And then again, I don't use my 55, but I do want to look at this other set of numbers here. This is my upper quartile. This is where I'm going to find the median of that top part of my number list. So I start here, I count in, and I count in. And I end up with a quartile 3 number of 67. So that's all I'm doing to find the minimum, the maximum, and quartile 1, 2, and 3. So the next slide you're going to see is a draw it. And when you do that draw it slide, after you finish your minimum, maximum, quartile 1, 2, and 3, I'll post a video right after that slide to give you the solution so that you can check yourself.